Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're taking a look at the redesigned diver from the Irish brand Nomadic called Marai 401. Marai means seafarer in Irish, and 401 was the production number of Titanic that was made in Belfast, the same place where this watch is assembled and where each movement is regulated before casing. I already reviewed a Nomadic before, their Touras model, that apart from a serious case of SHS or shortness of hand syndrome, was a pretty good watch. What separates Nomadic from other micro brands is their lifetime guarantee. To keep the warranty active, you have to send the watch in for service every 5 years. And to make that process easier, they partnered with Horologium Services that has offices around the world, so you won't have to send the watch back to Ireland if you don't live within the EU. That proposition is pretty good for someone that will use this as their one and only watch for the rest of their life. When it comes to the watch itself, it is a 40mm diver with 200 meters of water resistance that comes with a sapphire crystal, one of the sexiest ceramic bezel inserts I have seen, a matte black dial with polished applied markers and polished hands, powered by a regulated Sellita SW200, and a choice of a date or no date version. If practicality is your thing and this really will be your only watch, the date would be better suited, but I kinda prefer the perfect symmetry of the no date. Now, despite both using the same movement, they modified it for the no date variant to get rid of the ghost click, which I appreciate. What I love is the modified rotor that is designed to look like a ship's propeller, and done in this dark copper color. It has to be one of the coolest looking rotors I have seen so far. The case itself is very well executed, finished my way as I like to say, with brushed sides and tops and a polished bevel separating the two. It also comes with pretty much perfect proportions thanks to a 48mm lug-to-lug, and they also nailed the ratio between case, bezel, and dial, something I always mention on my channel when done right, as that makes or breaks the watch. When done incorrectly, it makes the watch look off somehow, even though on paper it might have the exact same dimensions as the one that looks right. I especially like the brushed silver ring between the bezel and crystal. It adds a feeling of toughness somehow. And I'm also glad this model doesn't suffer from the already mentioned SHS, as all the hands are well sized, reaching their markers. And I especially like the way the hour hand looks like an elongated hour marker, which looks especially cool when it lines up with the 6 and 9 hour markers, which is yet another reason to go for the no date, as you get another marker the hand will align with. The yellow painted seconds hand is their signature, and it is there as a nod to the cranes of Belfast shipyards, which is another well thought out detail with a backstory and one that adds to the originality of the watch. Now, before you jump in the comments and say, what originality, it looks like a Black Bay 58. I know, but it is down to this colorway. The gilt dial and red triangle really do remind me of the Black Bay, but choose another colorway and the similarities dwarf significantly. The reason I asked for this variant was simply the fact I find this to be the best looking of the lot, and because I wanted to see if I can pull off the two-tone bracelet, which is also pretty well made, with solid links held with screws that don't go all the way through, something I rarely see, solid end links with quick release pins for easier and scratch-free changes, and a machined clasp that now features on-the-fly adjustment like the one found on Zelos. Due to a taper to 16mm at the clasp, it is very comfortable as a daily watch, and despite everything being solid, it isn't too heavy when worn. These are priced between $1,300 and $1,400 depending on the variant, which is quite a lot, but you pay for Irish assembly instead of Asian, and the lifetime guarantee. One thing that I did find unacceptable is the amount of dust found on the hands and dial. But I didn't want to mention it before, as this is a prototype sample used for reviews, so I expect the production models that do end up being sent to customers will be better. I mean, for the price, they better be. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.